Hi, my loves. Welcome. This is going to be a really fast reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Keep in mind it will not resonate with everyone, so take what resonates to your story, leave what doesn't. Don't force it so that you don't become confused. And if you're interested in a personal reading, send me a text, 971-354-9504, or an email to HealersHeartTarot@gmail.com. Alright, my beautiful peoples. Ow, that hurt. Every now and then we get like little paper cuts. It's a bitch sometimes. Alright. Messages for Virgo. Someone Rising Venus. What's going on, my Virgos? Virgos, I keep getting, please try to stay focused. Try to stay as like centered as possible. I feel like the energy is going to try and tug you in a lot of different directions. I want you to stay motivated, stay centered, stay focused. Like, remind yourself of why you're doing what you're doing. That's gonna be the biggest thing, right? So, like, if you're a mom and you have to work and you're forcing yourself to do it because you don't want to do it anymore, at this point, just kind of remind yourself of why you have to do it. That way, you can start to lighten the load. Because once we try to start like. I told Leo this, like, once we start to avoid certain shit, we start to create a void inside of ourselves that we start to try and fill with nonsense and like stupid bullshit that we think fills us up, but it doesn't. Okay, so we have to pay really close attention to the things that we actually want to avoid so that we don't create a space for anything else to come in and try and fill it. Because I feel like Three of Swords, exactly. Oh, God, Virgo. It hurts so bad. I don't know what's going on with you guys. Whoever I'm reading for, though, things have been very difficult lately. Maybe you feel like you really don't have anyone to talk to. Or you don't have anyone that you trust, really. You feel heartbroken. Tell me about the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a heartbreak. It's walking around literally with your heart broken and responding off of that, especially because the Knight of Swords just came out. The Knight of Swords is an energy of someone that responds very quickly, does very, it's like very destructive behavior to the self. Like, all right, you don't want this, then I'm going to go and do this. Like, if I can't do that, then I'm going to go and do this, and I'm going to act like this. And it's someone that's like playing with like really petty games. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. It's because, Virgo, some of you might be dealing with someone that's like this. Someone that's heartbroken, and hurt people. So this person is, you love this person and they're heartbroken, but at the same time, you can't keep doing what you've been doing with this person. It's like it's destructive because now it's also destroying you now. So you have to separate yourself from this person as much as you want to connect to them and you really want to be there for them. There's a part of you that feels like you cannot. Like, I can't because you're a bomb and you're going to detonate and I'm going to go off. Like, it's going to be on me. You feel like this person is like a bomb. Maybe they have a temper. But someone, the Three of Swords with the Knight of Swords is someone that responds off their pain. Someone that's always in survival mode. It's, to me, that always reminds me of the war veteran that comes back and is traumatized and is left by its people and nobody, like, it's just so sad. Like, it's just, that's kind of what I'm getting. Someone that feels like they don't have anyone. And if you're the person that's there, but you can't, they don't let you be there for them, it's because whoever feels like they don't have anyone, you don't let anyone in. You don't. Like, it's not because people don't want to be there for you. You just don't trust anyone to get even close to you. You trust maybe one person to glance in your direction. You trust somebody to know where you are, but you don't trust anybody else. Like, you're trying to keep yourself hidden from everybody because of this, whatever this is. I can't tell if it's you or if it's your person, Virgo, if I'm being honest. I mean, there's a very high chance that the two of you are feeling heartbreak, but in very different ways. As soon as I got into your energy, my throat chakra closed up on me. And, like, you know that choke up feeling of when you want to cry, but you don't let yourself? That's coming up. Tell me more for Virgo. I don't know. Alright, sorry. The Eight of Pentacles. Some of you are trying to throw yourselves into work. You're like, as long as I stay busy, I'm going to forget. I don't have to think about it. You're becoming, oh God. It's like a depressed energy now. The thing is that when we're depressed, it's that. We need a deep rest. We need a reset so that we can see what would actually make us happy again, or what we even want to fight for. It's not until we finally hit depression or that energy that we're like, fuck it, I don't care about the things. Because if we cared about certain things, or if we loved them, we would get up and go do them. And I'm not saying that depression can't like make you sit down for a long time and like stop you from really, really going after your things. I know that it can. And I know that it has a way of like attacking you and the things you want to do. But they do say that success is always on the other side of the things you don't want to do. And even when depression comes in, give yourself the chance. Like if you get tired, fine. I'll let myself take a 2-hour nap. But I'm going to get up after those 2 hours. But I'm going to do something that I have to get done before I take that nap. And I'm going to continue to go after I'm done. Because there's a part of you that's like, you're trying to throw yourself into work, but at the same time, you're very unmotivated. You don't want to do anything. And so it stops you, and then you procrastinate, and then you get super tired of the procrastination, and then you want to sleep, and then you want to wake up and get mad at yourself and because you're really tired and you blew another day. And in your mind, you keep blowing through your days, and you're just like, I'm not getting anywhere, and you're just punishing yourself all over again. Let's just hit a reset on that. And again, that's what depression means. That sometimes we do have to hit this energy of like a deep rest to finally figure out what the fuck we want to do again. Because it's obvious that what you were been working on isn't working. Otherwise, it would be coming along, or at least you'd see some type of success or progress or excitement. You'd be excited because what is that saying? When you work for something you love, it's called passion. When you work for something you don't, it's called slavery. Like, or something like that. It's called, because you're just giving yourself over. Like, it's not like you're a slave to it. There's no getting out. You just feel like, I have to keep giving. I'm already at this point. Like, I can't stop. And you just like, you feel like you have no choice but to stay. And you feel like you can't leave. It holds you hostage. I don't know. Virgo, I feel like whatever, this could also be a relationship. I'm going to be honest though, for somebody is an addiction. It's like a very intense addiction. It's got you a little bit. I'm so sorry. If you're dealing with that, I'd be more than happy to help kind of crack down where it's coming from, because there's always a root for every addiction. An addiction, when we're high, when we're drunk, when we're whatever that is, when people drink alcohol, it's not even so much that when people drink alcohol, they're letting their inner demons come out and play a little. That's why they feel more strength. It's because demonic energy is strong. And we all have them. We all have this dark energy inside of us. We also have this very strong light energy inside of us. And most of the time, people can stand in their light. But when they allow themselves to stand in the dark a little too long, then it starts to get a little cloudy and fuzzy. And sometimes letting the thing is that when we let the darkness take over and run our lives, it's easier sometimes, because we don't have to get so attached. We don't have to feel so much. I can numb myself out a little bit. I can do these drugs and not worry about my family. I can spend this money and not worry about my son's college tuition. I don't have to worry. That's what dark energy does to you. It stops you from worrying. It stops you from caring about all of the wrong things. Like because all of the things that you should be caring about, all of the things that you should be doing right. It allows you to throw those things away. And because those are the things that we fight so hard to keep up. The thing is, we have to remember that in order for us to even find like a desire to get up and move, we have to find the passion. We have to find purpose. We have to say, okay, this is my reason for getting up. And if your reason is taking care of your children or providing for your family or breaking that addiction generational tie that curse that keeps on haunting your family, or that poverty curse that keeps haunting your family, those things that just keep you stuck, you're the chain breaker. You're breaking that one. They say the toughest battles are given to the toughest soldiers. Right? They're not going to send a newbie in. You're not a newbie, Virgo. You've been here many times, and that's why the life you chose, I hate to say, was a little hard. For whoever I'm reading for, you chose a hard life, but you chose this hard, so you chose this life so that you can show other people on the other side what it looks like how to get on the other side. You're a leader, Virgo. For some of you, it's alcohol. And it's so hard for you to break it up. Like, I could tell you want to. Again, if you're struggling with this, I'd be more than happy to help. Like, I'd be honored. Because I know you could do it. And you're so close. You're like right there. You just have, I feel like the thing is when we keep trying to find something outside of us to blame, it gets very, very hard. Because I can tell that there's like reasons to do this. Like, or for whoever I'm reading for, you use excuses to do this. Like, you'll say things like, oh, well, if they wouldn't have pissed me off, then I wouldn't do it. If they would have just taken me back, then I would have done it. If they would have just this, then I wouldn't be like this. But the thing is, life doesn't change that way. It has no choice. It will always stay the same if it continues to go that way, Virgo. And if you want anything to change, tell me about the Five of Cups. How can we change the Five of Cups? Oh, my throat chakra. My God, it hurts so fucking bad. From beginning to end. It took me 2 hours to do your reading, Virgo. 2 hours. Because every single time I got into your reading, I got so tired. And I was like, I can't. Like, I was just like, I can't do it. The energy is so heavy. It's too heavy. And then I got back in and I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to push through. That's what you need to do. Just push through, but give yourself, okay, so like let yourself feel the feelings, right? Let yourself go into like a deep rest, but still like push through the feelings, push through the impulse. What I'm not telling you to push through and let yourself like react on them. I'm saying like push through, feel them, acknowledge yourself wanting to react to them, and then stop yourself. And that's what you're pushing through, because usually you don't stop yourself. You let yourself pop off, and then you let yourself explode. You let yourself grab the bottle. You let yourself do those things, because we have to acknowledge that is a self thing. Because if we don't say that is me that's doing it, then it will never stop. It will never stop. That's why when it comes to anybody that has a problem, it is a self-diagnosis. Nobody can tell you that you have anything. It will not work. You have to be the one to tell yourself that I see this in myself and I want to release myself from this. I want help, or I don't want to be like this. I don't want this anymore. Five of Pentacles with the Tower. For some of you, it's a connection. Some of you have a dependent energy on someone. That could, remember that anytime you want someone, anytime you feel you need someone, that's when they're going to get taken away. You should never feel like you need anything, or you should never want to hold on to a blessing, because that in itself is trying to make something end. The whole purpose of life is evolution. So if something stops, if the clock stops, if everything just stops moving, there's no such thing as time, but you know what I mean? Like if everything just stops moving, then everything is dead. Everything is you don't want that. I feel like there was blessings that came in and they left, and there's a part of you that wants to bring them back so bad. Or maybe you're that blessing that someone keeps reaching for a bottle for because they can't cope with the pain of you being gone. I don't know. It's a lot. Oh, I'm so sorry if I complicated things and I reminded you of an ex, Virgo, if this reading wasn't even for you. Or if it was just someone that you've been dealing with, I'm sorry. And if this is you again, if you need any help, I'm right here. Alright, I love you guys so much. Praise to the Most High for allowing me to be your messenger. Bye, my loves.